package. Dr. Z Fabrication. What could this be? Can't be what I think it is. I just ordered this a few days ago. What is up, guys? I'm Kyle from Forge, and today we're building a front bumper for the Samurai. This is the DIY front bumper kit from Dr. Z Fabrication. There's a bunch of bumpers out there for the Samurai, but one thing that sets this one apart is the price. It comes in at only $270, has provisions for a winch and spots to keep marker and blinker lights on there. That is a great deal in my opinion. I was curious if maybe the shipping was going to be added on after you paid, because some people do that, especially when it's heavier products like bumpers. As of now, it's free to ship. So if you need to get a bumper, now's the time to do it. This bumper does come with a catch, however. It does have to be welded together. Stickers, all right. Throw away all this metal. This is what I want. Getting the front level side to side was no problem. I just used the air pressure in the tires, and that evened it out by just resting this big level on the frame. But front to back is going to be a little bit more difficult because my garage floor is pretty sloped. So instead of messing with the air pressure again, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this body line right here. This line runs straight down the whole thing. So I'm just going to put my digital level right here, get a reading. We'll go to the other side, get a reading there, make sure they're the same, use the floor jack to keep it in position, and then tighten down the bolts. Those aren't too shabby. If you go to Dr. Z Fabrication's YouTube page, he's got a full video on him installing this bumper and how he recommends you do it. That was really awesome. You know, this is one of those things when you're welding it together, you don't want to mess it up, because if you do, it's welded together. So you can always take it apart, but who wants to spend time doing that? I was using a little 110 wire welder, and it took forever to weld this thing up because there are so many joints. I think if you use a more powerful welder, it would go much quicker, but for me this took almost a whole spool of wire. I think it's kind of designed to where you don't have to weld up the whole thing. You can leave some gaps, so it isn't a ton of welding. But I also did see somebody online that had welded it only from the back side, so you couldn't see any of the welds, which would be really great for someone like myself who's just an okay welder. I kind of like how welds look, so I left them on. I didn't grind them down or anything. All right, got some paint on the front bumper here. So the bumper has some oval cutouts for some lights. We're going to go with LED. These are the ones I got. They are from the online LED store, although I bought them on Amazon. If you want to check out any of these parts or tools I used, just look in the description below. I'll put some links in there for you guys. So I went with these because I wanted to go up to LED just so they last longer and also so they look better. These were about 20 bucks. The reason why I went with these ones, they were really well reviewed. And here's a part that I think is cool. When the lights are just running, you'll have these two outboard LED lights on. They're going to be brighter than the rest. And then when the blinker is going, all of them are going to light up brighter, even the outboard one. So it just looked cool to me, and I thought it was a fair price. Let's get these installed. When you go to install these, you'll see that there is a red wire with a blue stripe, a solid green, and then a black wire. When you get the harness for the LED light, it has 3 different colors: red, white, and black. We'll get these wires stripped and I'll show you how they go together. So you can see the wiring pattern here. Red with the blue stripe goes to the black, green connected to the red, and black is connected to the white. So here it is, guys. I've got it all welded up. You can see I did all my welds on the outside. As usual, they're nothing fancy. I did pretty small beads all the way around because there's just so much weld on there. I wasn't that worried about it. But if you're going to be welding on the outside, one thing you'll want to take into account is this spot right here. Basically about halfway through this light opening to the edge, you'll want to not weld it right here. That way this lip can go down from your light. I saw that mine were so big they were going to overlap regardless, so it didn't matter to me. I've actually got a couple of pieces left over. They get welded to the bottom of this winch plate. There's another part that goes on the back that they bolt to right there so you can still take the bumper off. One thing that you'll have to consider if you're going to add those pieces onto the bottom on that bumper cross member tube piece down there, to get it to work, you'll probably have to take this off or at least cut it. This is just held on by a couple Phillips screws, so it's pretty easy to get off there. It's just kind of like a little dust rock shield that goes right there, and I just took mine off. I figured this bumper will be enough to help protect me against any of that stuff. I didn't put those on yet. I'm going to be putting some receiver tube under the front here, so you can see I'm also missing this piece right here that goes up like so. I didn't put it on yet because I'm going to have to chop a little bit out of this area to put that receiver tubing on. Put this up. I'll probably weld these onto the side of that tubing, so that'll be in my next bumper update video. Here's a shot of the side. You can see it doesn't really stick out that far. This angle from the tire to the shackle is pretty similar to the shackle to the front of the bumper here, so the approach angle isn't too crazy still. Overall, really satisfied with this product. After testing out the lights and everything, my original thought of these 2 outboard lights being a little bit brighter didn't actually work out. I don't know if it's because the other people reviewing wired it up differently, or maybe it was just a completely different product. Sometimes Amazon reviews are like that. People will talk about a product, but in the drop down there's a bunch of different versions you can go with, and maybe they were talking about something else. But anyways, I like it. I think it looks good. Everything's working. We'll stand by on the winch for now. I think I'm gonna get a worn 8,000 pound winch and then probably the synthetic line, and we'll get the synthetic fair lead. Probably put a little light bar right here, nothing too crazy. We'll have that receiver tube down here. You can do a lot of cool things with that tubing. You can help bend parts back into place. You can put a shackle right there, a hitch if you're moving a trailer, all kinds of cool stuff. So that's why I want to have that there. And then we'll add the rest of these pieces on. I really dig working with these small businesses, and I'd way rather work with them than these huge corporations and these companies like Amazon. Sometimes Amazon's better to get the parts faster, and they have so much availability. But working with the Dr. Z Fabrication was awesome. I was really stoked that he got back to me quickly with both emails I sent to him. He even sent me a picture of how the bumper is supposed to look. So really appreciate that. Obviously, he didn't give me this bumper for free. I'm just a regular guy like you guys. He doesn't even know who I am. So this is just an honest feedback on the bumper so far. I've still got a little bit more work to do on it, and when the bumper's completely finished, I'll do another video. I'll show you guys what I did with that, and then hopefully once the world gets back to normal, I'll have some videos of me bashing it on rocks, and we'll see how that holds up. Guys, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. I'm pretty stoked about this bumper. I'm really excited to add some more stuff onto it. We're getting closer to having this thing wheelable. Stay tuned. We got a bunch more coming for the Samurai and the Suburban. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, make sure you hit that button for me. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go and do so. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway. It's probably going to be a DIY air tank setup. It's probably worth about 300 bucks. So let's get up to 1,000 and get your chance in to win that giveaway. See you guys next time.